Good morning. Well, this morning's topic is the faith of Abraham. And, I explore a little bit about faith first and then go back and look at Abraham last. Excuse me, just a second. Getting my throat going this morning. So, we're going to start in Romans chapter 4, looking at verses 9 through 12. What did Paul say about the faith of Abraham? I'll get it going here in just a second. Just clearing it out for the morning. Just trying to get the engine going. Blow it out. All right. So Romans chapter 4, verses 9 through 12. Paul said, does this blessedness then come upon the circumcised only, or upon the uncircumcised also? For we say the faith was accounted to Abraham for righteousness. How then was it accounted? While he was circumcised or uncircumcised? Not while circumcised, but while uncircumcised. And he received the sign of circumcision, a seal of the righteousness of faith, which he had while still uncircumcised, that he might be the father of all those who believe, though they are uncircumcised, that righteousness might be imputed to them also. And the father of circumcision to those who not only are of the circumcision, but also walk in the steps of the faith which our father Abraham had while still uncircumcised. Well, this makes it sound like, or it's believed that Abraham was deemed righteous without only through faith and not through any works whatsoever. Okay, and I'm about to say something pretty strong. I'm going to show you that this portion in Romans is only dealing with circumcision because people were saying you must be circumcised to be saved. This is not saying that Abraham in his faith did not have works. It's saying that circumcision was not one of those works that made him righteous. All right. And this is only dealing with circumcision with Abraham. And again, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it, and emphatically quite. But this did also say that those who also walk in the steps of the faith which our father Abraham had. Well, what's that mean, walk in the faith? Is that something you can see? Is that something that you do physically? Because faith is belief. It's what you believe. But can you separate that from what you do? Let's see. The easiest way to answer that is going to Hebrews chapter 11. You can't separate, and of course, James. And we're going both. We're going to go to Hebrews 11, then we're going to go to James. Today, we might not go as long as we did last week. This might be a little shorter. Unless I can't find Hebrews. Oh, there it is. Open right up to it. I found it. So Hebrews 11:1, and then we're going to go down to Hebrews 11:8. Now, this is the faith chapter. The faith chapter. But let's see here. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So it's the proof. It's the proof of what you have. The substance of things hoped for. I'd say this is the action for or towards the substance of. So that's the trusting confidence is the action for or towards the things not seen. The evidence and the evidence, the proof, the expectation of things not seen. Number one, do you have that thing yet? No. Because faith is believing that you have something. Okay. But faith is the action, it's the evidence of that thing. Is it just your words, what you say? Or is there more to it? Verse 8. Here's what it has to say about Abraham. Good old Abraham. I love Abraham. I love reading about Abraham. He's the father of us all. Like a great grandfather through faith. By faith, verse 8, Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to the place which he would receive as an inheritance. And he went out not knowing where he was going. So by faith, he did something. He believed and he did. He believed and he did. James is going to put it even more like that, because in James chapter 2, I'm jumping quick today. James chapter 2, and this is going to be verses 20 through 24. This faith thing is important. What you do is important. How you live is important. Verse 20, do you know, O foolish man, that faith without works is dead? And he's going to prove it using Abraham. Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he offered Isaac, his son, on the altar? Do you see that faith was working together with his works? By works, faith was made perfect. By works, faith is made perfect. And the scripture was fulfilled, which says, Abraham believed God, or Elohim, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. And he was called the friend of God, the friend of Elohim. You see, then, that a man is justified by works and not by faith only. Well, faith is not justified by works. Faith, man is not justified by works only, nor by faith only, but it's a combination. I'll put it that way. Okay, so that means we've got things to do. We've got lives to live. How we live, the things we say, the things we do matter. Do they line up with what the word says? It's huge. Now, other people believe that, we just live under grace. And, oops, I messed up again. Oh, well, I'm under grace. No, it matters. And as we've seen week after week so far, what you do matters. Is there a list of things for us to live by? Yes. It's just all of this right here. A list of things to live by right here. So let's go to Genesis chapter 26. I'm proving the faith of Abraham. Okay. Abraham obeyed. He was a man of great faith. He's told to be the father of faith. And through his seed, all the nations of the earth are to be blessed. I'm going to end this real quick. Not taking long at all today. Maybe 15 minutes. That's all we're taking of your time. So Genesis 26, verses 3 through 5. Are you ready? Yeah. Dwell in this land. So he's speaking to Isaac, Abraham's son. Dwell in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. For to you and your descendants I give all these lands, and I will perform the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. Here we go. and I will make your descendants multiply as the stars of heaven. I will give to you, your descendants, all these lands, and in your seed all the nations of the earth shall be blessed, because Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge and my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Did you hear that? Abraham's faith. This is the father of faith. Abraham obeyed my voice, kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. What laws did Abraham keep? What laws, what commandments did Abraham keep? Because we know that he's the father of faith, and through him, by his faith, it was accounted to him as righteousness. But he obeyed the Father in all that he said and all that he did. I believe it, because he became the father of us all. Here he is, the father of faith, obeyed. So I'm not going to keep long. Plus, I've got a dog over here being a little rebellious and rambunctious, as you can hear him. So I'm going to need to take care of him. But I just wanted to throw that out this morning, get it out there that Abraham obeyed. He obeyed the Father's laws, his guards, his commands, his charges. Great man of faith. And we are to walk in his faith, the way Abraham walked and the way he lived. And guess what? He guarded the charges, the commands, the statutes, the laws of the Most High. What does that mean? We'll look more into it next week. Maybe dig a little more into. We'll see. We're going to dig more into faith, or are we going to dig more into how we're to live our lives? We'll see. You guys be blessed. Come back, see me next week. I'll be back again sometime Sunday morning. Appreciate you. Be good. Be blessed.